Have you ever caught yourself so deep in your work that you lose track of what's happening around you? Well, that was me a few weeks ago. Head down, locked in, the way I usually get when I'm creating something. Until I looked up. Across the room, my daughter was playing with her stuffed animals, lining them up, talking to them, and I caught what she was saying to them. "Not right now," she said. "I'm busy. I'm working." She wasn't upset. She wasn't trying to be funny. She didn't even know I was listening to her. She was just copying what she's been studying. Me. And in that moment, I understood something that I hadn't fully understood before. You see, she isn't going to remember a single thing I tell her at this age. What she's going to remember is a feeling. The feeling of this house. Whether her father was present. Whether he was kind. Whether the man she watched work hard was the same man who stopped working when she needed him. She's not learning lessons. She's absorbing a life. The way I treat her mother. The way I come back to the work after a hard day. The way I am with her when she runs into the room and when she's just watching from across it. This is the story of the man I'm building on purpose, because she's watching. I'm 36, 17 years in the financial industry, father of 2, husband, and a man of faith. If you saw the first video on this channel, you know that I spent 3 years telling myself a lie that kept me from building the life that I actually wanted. This one goes deeper. Because the moment I stopped hiding, I realized that somebody had been studying me the whole time. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 3 things that I want my kids to grow up watching, and why I think that's the only inheritance that actually matters. Here's what I finally understood. I can't hand my kids a finished man. I'm not one. I'm in the middle of all of it. For a long time that embarrassed me. I thought a father was supposed to be the arrived version, the one with the answers, the one who had already made it. But if my kids only ever see the arrived version of me, they miss how I got here. They never see me build it. They never see the years that it took. They get the destination, not the road. What they get to see, because I'm still in the middle of it, is the becoming, the trying, the struggle, and showing up the next day anyway. My kids are going to become some version of what they watch me do. Not what I tell them, but what they watch. So the question stopped being, what do I want to teach them? And it became, what do I want them to see me become? The first thing I want them to watch is me as a beginner. Picking up a camera at 36 and figuring it out as I go. Fumbling, re-recording the same line 10 times. Looking like a beginner because I am one. I used to think that I had to protect them from that. Show them the polished dad. The one who already had it figured out. I had it backwards. If they only ever see me do things that I'm already good at, the lesson they take away is simple. Only do what you're already good at. Stay safe. Stay comfortable. I don't want that to be the lesson. I want them to watch their father be a beginner on purpose at 36, so that one day when they're scared to start something, they've already got the memory of their father starting scared and doing it anyway. The second thing I want them to watch is a man whose word means something. In the last video, I admitted that for 17 years, I never missed a deadline for my employer. Never broke a promise to a client. But the promise that I had made to myself, I broke it over and over again. For 3 years. My kids can't see the promises that I keep at work. They'll never be in that room. The only ones that they can see are the promises that I keep at home. To their mother. To them. To myself. Out loud. Where they can watch whether I follow through. So when I say I'm going to do something now, I do it. Not because I feel like it, but because there are 2 young girls learning what a man's word is worth by watching mine. The third thing I want them to inherit is what their father does after 9 p.m. It's almost 10 right now. The girls are in bed, my wife is upstairs. The basement light is on and I'm working on this. That's the part of this channel that my kids will never see. The 9 p.m. that used to be a couch and a show with my wife, the weekend morning that used to be a sleep-in, the free hour that used to be a controller in my hand. Every one of those traded quietly, without complaint, for one more hour at this desk. I don't talk about it as a sacrifice. It isn't one. It's a choice that I made because the life that I'm building matters more to me than what I gave up to get there. But it's a choice my daughter has already started to notice. She'll come down to the basement and find me here, typing, absorbed, focused. I stop filming when she's with me. I let her play nearby while I keep working. She doesn't know any of this is a channel. She just knows that's what Dad does. What she'll grow up watching isn't a father who talked about discipline. It's a father who lived it. In the same house, in the same hours, every week, until it became a part of her. I don't need to teach her that. I just need to be it in front of her long enough that she carries it with her. There's a belief underneath all of this for me. I believe we're made in the image of our Creator. And if that's true, then being their father isn't just a role I play. It's a calling. To show them what a man made in the image actually does with the time he's got. I'm the first impression they'll ever get of any of that. Before any teacher, any coach, any face on a screen, they get me. That's not pressure. For the first time, in a long time, that's what's inspiring me to get out of bed each morning. So why film any of this? Why build it in public, where people I know can watch me and pass judgment? Well, because one day, my kids are going to be old enough to watch these videos. And when they do, I don't want them to find a highlight reel of a father who had it all figured out. I want them to find the record, the beginning, the man at the desk with the light on in the late hours of the night, head in his hands, tired, but determined to turn on the camera anyway. This channel is that record. It's not for the algorithm, it's proof for two young girls that their father chose to become more than he was. I keep coming back to that little voice in the stuffed animals. Not right now, I'm busy, I'm working. She wasn't repeating a failure. She was repeating something she's been watching her father do. And she said it like it was just the truth. That was the moment I understood. My kids don't need me to be perfect. They don't need me to be the arrived version. They just need to keep watching a man who's actually building something, disciplined, consistent, refusing to quit. If you're somewhere inside your own version of this, if there are small eyes studying what you do with your days, make sure what they're studying is worth copying. Start the becoming. Not when you're ready, not when it's safe. Now, while they're still watching. That's the whole purpose. It's the only inheritance I actually care about leaving. If you haven't seen the first video on this channel, that's the one to watch next, because the man who's building now had to first admit the lie that kept him from starting. I'm rebuilding out loud every week. Discipline, wealth, legacy. I'll see you in the next one.